Here's a fresh list of 100 less common English phrasal verbs with meanings and examples.
1. Account for. Define, to explain or justify. Example, she couldn't account for her absence at the meeting. Act on. Define, to take action based on advice or information. Example, they decided to act on the consultant's recommendations. 3. Allow for. Define, to take into consideration. Example, we need to allow for unexpected delays. 4. Back down. Define, to withdraw from a position or decision. Example, he finally backed down from his demands. 5. Bear with. Define, to be patient with someone. Example, please bear with me while I finish this task. 6. Boil down to. Define, to be summarized as. Example, it all boils down to effective communication. 7. Brush up on. Define, to improve or refresh knowledge. Example, I need to brush up on my French before the trip. 8. Bump into. Define, to meet by chance. Example, I bumped into an old friend at the mall. Call on. Define, to formally ask someone to do something. Example, the teacher called on me to answer. 10. Carry off. Define, to succeed in doing something difficult. Example, she carried off the performance brilliantly. Catch on. Define, to understand or realize. Example, it took him a while, but he finally caught on. 12. Check out. Define, to examine or investigate. Example, you should check out that new restaurant. 13. Clamp down on. Define, to enforce strict measures. Example, the police are clamping down on illegal activities. 14. Come down with. Define, to become sick. Example, I think I'm coming down with the flu. 15. Come up against. Define, to face opposition. Example, we came up against many challenges during the project. 16. Cut out. Define, to stop doing something. Example, he needs to cut out smoking. 17. Do away with. Define, to abolish or get rid of. Example, the school is doing away with uniforms. Drag on. Define, to last longer than expected. Example, the meeting dragged on for hours. 19. Draw up. Define, to create or prepare a document. Example, they are drawing up a new contract. 20. Drop in on. Define, to visit briefly, often unexpectedly. Example, I decided to drop in on my neighbor. 21. Ease off. Define, to reduce pressure or intensity. Example, the rain started to ease off in the afternoon.
22. Fall behind. Define, to fail to keep up. Example, he fell behind in his work after taking time off.
23. Fall through. Define, to fail to happen. Example, our plans for the trip fell through. 24. Figure out. Define, to understand or solve. Example, I need to figure out how to fix this issue. 25. Fill in for. Define, to substitute for someone. Example, can you fill in for me at the meeting? 26. Get around to. Define, to find time to do something. Example, I haven't gotten around to reading that book yet. 27. Get by. Define, to manage or survive. Example, they don't earn much, but they get by. Get on with. Define, to continue doing something. Example, let's get on with the next task. 29. Give in to. Define, to surrender or yield. Example, she refused to give in to pressure. 30. Go along with. Define, to agree with. Example, I'll go along with your suggestion. 31. Go in for. Define, to have an interest in. Example, she's really going in for yoga these days. 32. Go off. Define, to expire or spoil food. Example, the milk has gone off. 33. Hold out. Define, to resist or endure. Example, the soldiers held out despite the attack. 34. Iron out. Define, to resolve minor difficulties. Example, we need to iron out a few details. 35. Keep at. Define, to persist with something. Example, if you keep at it, you'll improve.
36. Keep up with. Define, to stay informed or maintain pace. Example, it's hard to keep up with all the latest trends.
37. Lay off. Define, to stop employing someone. Example, the company had to lay off several workers. 38. Look back on. Define, to remember or reflect on. Example, she often looks back on her childhood. 39. Make out. Define, to manage to see or understand. Example, I can't make out what's written here. Mark up. Define, to increase the price. Example, they marked up the items during the sale.
41. Move on. Define, to progress or continue. Example, after the incident, he decided to move on.
42. Pass out. Define, to lose consciousness. Example, he passed out from exhaustion. 43. Pick up on. Define, to notice or detect. Example, she quickly picked up on his mood. 44. Pull through. Define, to recover from a difficult situation. Example, with support, he pulled through the illness. 45. Put aside. Define, to save for later. Example, I'm putting aside money for a vacation. 46. Put down. Define, to criticize or belittle. Example, he tends to put down others to feel better. 47. Put up with. Define, to tolerate. Example, I can't put up with this noise any longer. 48. Run into. Define, to encounter unexpectedly. Example, I ran into an old friend at the cafe. 49. Run out of. Define, to exhaust a supply. Example, we ran out of milk. 50. See through. Define, to understand the true nature of. Example, I can see through his lies. 51. Set off. Define, to start a journey. Example, we set off early in the morning. 52. Settle down. Define, to become stable or calm. Example, they decided to settle down in a small town. 53. Show off. Define, to boast or display proudly. Example, he likes to show off his new car. 54. Sort out. Define, to resolve or organize. Example, I need to sort out these papers. 55. Stand for. Define, to represent. Example, UN stands for United Nations. Stick to. Define, to adhere to. Example, let's stick to the original plan. 57. Take after. Define, to resemble in behavior or appearance. Example, she takes after her mother. 58. Take down. Define, to write notes. Example, can you take down the instructions? 59. Talk over. Define, to discuss thoroughly. Example, let's talk over the details first. 60. Throw up. Define, to vomit. Example, the baby threw up after eating. 61. Track down. Define, to locate or find. Example, I need to track down my old photos. 62. Turn down. Define, to reject or refuse. Example, she turned down the job offer. 63. Turn in. Define, to submit work or go to bed. Example, I turned in my essay on time. 64. Use up. Define, to consume entirely. Example, we used up all the milk. 65. Walk out on. Define, to abandon someone. Example, he walked out on his family. 66. Watch out for. Define, to be cautious of. Example, watch out for traffic when crossing. 67. Wear off. Define, to diminish or fade. Example, the effects of the medicine wore off. 68. Work out. Define, to exercise or find a solution. Example, we can work out this problem together.
69. Worm out of. Define, to extract information from someone unwillingly. Example, they wormed the truth out of him.
70. Zero in on. Define, to focus closely. Example, the detective zeroed in on the suspect. 71. Zone out. Define, to lose focus. Example, he zoned out during the long lecture. 72. Act up. Define, to misbehave or malfunction. Example, the kids were acting up during class. 73. Boss around. Define, to give orders in a domineering way. Example, she bosses everyone around at work. 74. Break out of. Define, to escape from. Example, they broke out of prison. 75. Burn out. Define, to exhaust oneself. Example, she burned out from overworking. 76. Fend off. Define, to defend against. Example, he fended off the attackers. 77. Hand out. Define, to distribute. Example, the teacher handed out worksheets. 78. Hold back. Define, to restrain. Example, he had to hold back his anger. 79. Map out. Define, to plan in detail. Example, let's map out our route. 80. Pass up. Define, to decline an opportunity. Example, don't pass up a chance to learn.
81. Pin down. Define, to identify precisely. Example, can you pin down the exact problem?
82. Play up. Define, to exaggerate. Example, she tends to play up her achievements.
83. Prop up. Define, to support or hold up. Example, we used books to prop up the shelf. 84. Root for. Define, to cheer or support. Example, I'm rooting for you. 85. Run by. Define, to get feedback from someone. Example, I'd like to run this idea by you. 86. Shell out. Define, to pay or spend money. Example, I had to shell out for repairs. 87. Talk down to. Define, to speak patronizingly. Example, he talks down to his employees. 88. Tune out. Define, to stop listening. Example, she tuned out during the boring lecture. 89. Wind up. Define, to end up in a situation. Example, we wound up staying at a motel. Zoom in on. Define, to focus closely on something. Example, let's zoom in on the main points. 91. Brush off. Define, to ignore or dismiss. Example, she brushed off his rude comments.
92. Come through. Define, to succeed in a difficult situation. Example, he came through for us when we needed help.
93. Cut across. Define, to take a shorter path. Example, let's cut across the park to save time.
94. Fall out with. Define, to have an argument and stop being friendly. Example, They fell out over a small misunderstanding. 95. Hold up. Define, to delay or rob. Example, the accident held up traffic for hours. 96. Keep from. Define, to stop oneself from doing something. Example, I couldn't keep from laughing. 97. Look down on. Define, to consider someone inferior. Example, she looks down on anyone who disagrees with her. 98. Make up for. Define, to compensate for something. Example, he tried to make up for his absence by working extra hours. 99. Take off. Define, to leave quickly or become successful. Example, his career took off after the promotion.